I thought this was the very first match that we've had like this all year long. It was certainly the first match where our serving played little to no factor in the outcome of the match. Princeton handled our serves pretty well, and we really just had to play volleyball. I think we did really well with that. You know, offensively, neither team could get on track. The blocking and defense, I thought, was awfully good by both teams. I think when you get down to matches like this, it boils down to how many opportunities you have to get kills, and that 12 kill difference between us and them, I think, really was the difference in the match.
Right at the end of the match, you turned to Colin and Jay and read your lips, and you just said, "That was fun." What was more fun about that?
That's the type of match you expect to have in an NCAA semifinal, where it's big boys playing big boy volleyball, where balls are being swung at, and you're getting stuff. There's digs, people are flying all over the court. It's, nobody's backing off, and for years we've been wanting the EIVA to develop that type of identity, and I can't say enough about the work that Sam's doing with Princeton, and Fred's doing with Mason, and Brian's doing with Harvard, and Mike's doing with St. Francis, and it's just, it makes it fun to come into this gym knowing that, we don't have to get on a plane to have great volleyball play. And we got better tonight. Had we lost tonight, we would have gotten better anyway. So, just real excited over the future of the EIVA. And, I certainly don't want to go back to Mason and Princeton that weekend, a month from now. But it's going to be fun, and that's all you can wish for in your league, that you have some competitive matches that mean something at the end of the year, and these guys start to feel some things.
In a match like this, for both of you, Tom too, how important is it for you guys to have the kind of the balance of everything? The first set it was blocking, the second set you had a little bit of service run, big hitting for you. How important is it in a match like this to have, kind of everything working?
It's huge, it's all about game of runs. You gotta get points some way, it doesn't matter how. But as long as you string points together and you build that lead, you're gonna win.
How were you guys able to hold them off tonight? It was, except for the second set, it was pretty much close. What was the difference?
I thought we came out and we hit a stretch at Harvard where we weren't really competing. We were kind of sitting back, kind of afraid to swing. And tonight, I think everyone was just ripping. They didn't care what happened. They were just going up being physical. And we really competed. Like Aaron, you got 3 swings in that last rally, and he was ripping the ball. They made great ups. That's what we want. We have to earn our points now. We can't just glide through the EIVA.
Aaron, what was your key tonight to going off like you did?
I don't know. I was looking at Taylor. He would come up to me at big points and say, "You're getting this ball, put it away from me." And that's an honor, but it's also a big task, I guess, and I was able to pull through.
Coach brought up the fact that serving wasn't really effective tonight. That's usually been one of your strong points. How are you guys able to, regain the momentum since essentially a service error is kind of a buzzkill?
Just by putting the ball in play, I'd say, and letting our blocking defense do the work. In that game we lost, it was the second game we lost. We missed, I think, 4 out of our last 5 or 4 out of our last 6 serves. And there's no way you're going to be able to come back. We lost that game 25-18 or something. Yeah. So that's huge. That's 6 points right there. And that's 4 of them are serves. That's just not going to help you out in the long run. So just by putting the ball in play and letting our middles go up and close their blocks and having our outside hitters just push over the net.
Now, Coach, I know I talked to you about this last night, how, these EIVA matches aren't really one-sided anymore. When normally the team would, run away at some points, are you seeing anything on the floor where, that's keeping them from, building the big leads that they used to get? Or is it really just the other side of the net?
It's probably the biggest thing.
Now, for you guys, knowing that the other team's going to keeping up with you, how are you guys able to, keep your focus and concentration, knowing that one slip up could completely change the tide?
We just kind of have to make sure we kind of stay together as a team. It can be pretty tough out there, and we know it's a dogfight, and we really have to bring our A game every time. You know, teams are really, they step up their game a lot for us, as you can see from Mason losing tonight. You know, so we really make sure that we stay together as a team and just try to execute every point with them pay.
Kind of going off of that too is in the practice gym. Like I couldn't agree more with Aaron. And we got to really push ourselves in the practice gym. We got to put ourselves in that situation where we can't just glide through practice and say, okay, we'll just wait for the game. Like those are the times that are going to get us better for the games. So we need our second team to keep pushing our first team. And we need our first team to just keep putting the pressure on the second team right back.
Offensively, you guys are two, obviously, of the go-to guys, but Coach has said it, and Tom, I know you've said it a lot the last couple of times we talked to you. How much has Taylor improved, and how much, I mean, you speak volumes, I feel like every time we ask you about him, but what, I mean, how has he improved? What's the difference? Why is it every time you guys talk about him, it's like, Taylor?
I'd say his decision making. He's really starting to learn when to put the ball into what person, and I love that he goes back to your hitters. Your hitter makes an error, he'll go right back to you because he has that trust in you, he has that faith in you, and that's huge for a hitter. If he goes away from you the next play, it's kind of like, oh man, he doesn't want to set me. Instead, he goes right back to you like, okay, I'm going to get this kill for him. So you love playing for a guy like Taylor because he's got the heart and soul of the team. So
he's also taking more of a leadership role. You know, he touches the ball every time. He kind of he's able to calm down the team if they're getting all hyped up, and also get the team up if they're staying low. So I think that he really has a good leadership role. He does that really well. He's starting to step it up with that.
You seen the same thing too, Pat?
He's got to learn he can't dump the ball in the barrel hands inside the line. Yeah, and there are going to be growing pains. And just like there's a learning curve with moving Aaron to the outside for him, there's a learning curve with Taylor where you move a setter into the starting position for the first time, and all of a sudden the mantle of leadership is a burden you've got to learn to just embrace. And he wants to. And that's the thing. He's not running away from anything. I mean, I don't know if I've laughed as hard in that huddle when we took the timeout at the end of Game 3 as at any other point, you know, but we're going to have that. And the good thing is, 4 years from now, when he's really pissing me off, I'll remind him of what he did tonight, and that'll make me laugh. So
you were furious for about 5 seconds.
Yeah, for about 5 seconds I was furious.
And then you just looked at him and were just like, nah.
So.